Up Buffalo. It was an awesome ride. I thought it was an awesome ride. What did you think?
Yeah, first time I've done that. It was different. It was different to what I thought it would be.
In what sense?
Well, I've heard a lot about the back of falls and a few of the more brutal kind of climbs.
So different.
Yeah, very different. So I probably went a little bit too hard too soon, and then paid for it about halfway up. But no, it was really good. Like, obviously the scenery's amazing.
Yeah.
But you can settle into a nice rhythm here. Like, there's no super sharp peaks or anything to sort of blow you up. You can either pace yourself up, or you can tempo it up, or you can completely destroy yourself.
That's what I love about it. I think it's as hard as you want it to be, or it's as cruisy as you want it to be. And the other thing I love about it is you've always got that vista. Like, you're not stuck in the trees the whole time, so you can really appreciate the valley below, and it's just such a beautiful, gradual, easy climb, at least going at the pace I go. Going at the pace I go. Yeah. The other thing I love about it is I've done this climb a lot of times, but I'm a massive fan of the flowers. I've taken so many photos of flowers along the way, and you really notice how the landscape changes as you go that little bit higher. So there's different flowers at different levels in spring and summer, and it's so beautiful looking at those and the wildlife. A couple of years ago, after the really bad bushfires, and it was months after the really bad bushfires, I was climbing up here, and I've got photos of it. It's like a sea of white. And it was all smoke still for months after, and it was just a thick blanket, and it looked incredible. I mean, for all the wrong reasons, but that's the thing here. I just don't think you can ever get sick of it. It's always going to change, and it's always going to be gorgeous.
Did you know the story about the white and the yellow lines?
Tell me, what?
Well, I didn't know, and I was slightly off, but slightly right at the same time.
I've never even thought about it.
Well, there's white lines at the start.
Yeah.
And then it turns yellow a couple of Ks in, which I thought meant this gets serious now. This is the steep part.
Is that when you stopped smashing it?
I shifted down and stood up and went, just pump the brakes. But it turns out at a certain altitude they need to have them yellow lines, because when it's snow, you need to be able to see them. Yep. So it doesn't mean that this is extreme, although it sort of does because the altitude's up a little bit higher.
That's
but
true.
There you go. So you can something to look out for. As soon as it changes to yellow, you know you're getting serious.
We've learnt something.
Yeah, that's right.
The other thing I love is that halfway point, or roughly halfway, maybe a little bit more, you've got those series of switchbacks and that granite sort of outcroppy landscape too. It's kind of like there's different stages to give you little indicators.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then you go, okay, I've done the switchback, so I don't have a huge amount of climbing left to go.
That's right.
At least not until the chalet. You can go further up to the
And then you see the black ice sign, and that's just almost over, which is good, because my reports were, if you see the black ice sign, you've still got a little way to go. Exactly. So that was a good mental thing. Black ice, I've still got a little way to go. No, it flattens out, this is nice.
Yep.
So that was good.
Yeah, if anyone is keen to do this ride, I would say no matter what level you are, you're going to get so much out of it. Yeah,
absolutely. It's something for everyone. And like you said, in stages, it's certainly got a, not a gentle start, but a relatively controlled start. Switchbacks, break it up, get out of the saddle, you've got plenty of opportunity to change your style, and then it's a relatively short finish to the end.